Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and as a lot of you may have saw on Instagram, and I just took a snapshot of this picture to voiceover using a little bit of ASMR style voiceover videos. Brittany, while I was sleeping, put up a picture of what I have completed, and I woke up and said, well, I might as well talk about it since she put a picture up. So yeah, my home gym is halfway done. We went ahead and decided that we could make it work here in the condo because again, I'm not on a second floor or anything. I've got a good foundation, put down enough layers of wood and some rubber matting, and looked at the construction of some of the rogue racks and decided, yeah, we can go ahead and get this started. This is what I have started, and then we did my taxes this week, and I had already set aside money to pay taxes. But Brittany does my books for me. She went through all my receipts, all the receipts and stuff I forgot I had done, and we looked through all my maximum deductions, and I ended up having like $1,600 left of the money I had set aside purely to pay the rest of my taxes off for the year. And I had already budgeted to just lose and for it to go away, that money was not going to be spent, it had been set aside. I had $1,600 of it left after paying for my taxes. For my tax money, so I'm like, let's go ahead and use that to finish this gym up. So a lot of people are asking questions there. What is all that? What brand is it? Everything in the picture and everything I will be ordering except those 2 yellow plates, which I bought cheap off of Amazon to do chin-ups with. Everything else is going to be Rogue. Obviously that little chin-up and dipping belt over in the corner that I threw back there, that is not Rogue, obviously. And I bought that off Amazon. I think it's just Harbinger or something like that. It's just a cheap belt. So yeah, we went with Rogue. Why Rogue? A lot of people said that stuff's kind of expensive. Well, it is. It's mid-range. I would describe it as mid-range, but this stuff is built like a tank. I've looked at the different racks that are out there and the equipment and everything else, and I realized that, yeah, okay, $700 or so, I think that's what it was for the rack. The safeties and everything else on it is pretty reasonable, because now that I've got it and I got it put together, that thing is built like a tank, and they guarantee it for 1,000 pounds. They guarantee it for 1,000 pounds, plus the way the weight's distributed on it, it is not going to tip over easy, because even those legs in the back, some people think they're really close to the wall. They're really not. I think there's something like 18 inches of base going past where the bar and the J-hooks are. So that goes all the way to the back, and that's jammed up against the wall there. And if I need to, I can always bolt it into the wood a bit, bolt it into the layers of the hardwood under there, and make it pretty secure if I need to. But I don't predict that's going to have a tip over problem, because it's pretty similar in terms of balance, but lighter. It's actually heavier than the one I had back in the UK, and I did 508 with squats on that one without it having any tipping. So that wasn't a problem. So yeah, I think it's going to be safe. I think it's going to be fine. Got a pretty sturdy foundation. I got plenty of wood down, plenty of rubber matting. So yeah, it's going to be good. But I went with Rogue because I've seen a lot of their stuff. Their equipment's really good for the money, even though it is a little pricier. It's kind of like buy once, cry once, guys. Buy once, cry once. So I went with all that, and then I've got more Rogue plates I'm trying to get ordered, trying to get in, and I think by the end of the month, the gym should be complete, and next month I can start filming some workouts. So yeah, I went ahead and I'm doing the Rogue training plates because they do hold up in competition. They guarantee them as far as lifetime goes, as long as you don't do certain types of abuse, but they do guarantee them even when dropped. They are all color coded, and they're guaranteed in terms of weight. So people say, well, why does that matter? That matters because I'm a YouTuber who people frequently accuse of lying, who frequently accuse of making up numbers, I've been wrongly accused of a lot of things of lying about. And so with this, I'm buying a name brand. All my plates, my bars, everything is going to be Rogue, other than those 2 plates. And so, we can argue about how close they are, but I don't need to necessarily use them. So pretty much every time I do a lift on camera, even my regular training lifts, I will have color-coded Rogue brand plates. And the reason that matters is that companies who try to take a name brand like that and make fake copies of their plates could get sued by those companies. So people can be pretty assured that unless I've spent a lot of money to make elaborate fakes, if I've got Rogue plates, we know what they weigh. If they're color coded, you can look at their dimensions. Their stuff is all available online. I don't ever even need to tell you how much weight is on the bar. Anyone who's familiar with Rogue can look at count the plates, look at the colors, and tell how much I have on the bar. There's no need to ever estimate it. And because they guarantee, money back guarantee, that their plates are plus or minus 15 grams, we're talking about a 500 pounds on the bar. So even with 500 pounds, if you're doing a bunch of the red plates, that's plus or minus not very much. I think it's less than a pound. There's guaranteed with 500 pounds to be less than 1 pound from 500. So it's not a case of, oh, could his 500 pounds be 505? Could it be 495? No, their money back guarantee guarantees it closer than that. So you know it is within 1 pound to 500 pounds guaranteed because of the quality of the company, the reputation of the company of plates I'm using. And with them color coded and dimensions being available online, it's not like I'm going to be able to just go repaint them a different color because they're going to be a different size. Because again, you can look at the dimensions on their bars. In other words, we will have accountability as far as everything I'm lifting in my training, right? And then no one can say, look, he's using fake plates, because you guys can see it's all a name brand with guaranteed weights, who color code everything so that we know the exact amount of weight on the bar within less than a pound just at a glance when you guys see me do it. So that's going to be the beauty of it. There's no one is going to be able to have a credible argument as to how much weight I'm lifting. And since I do everything full range of motion, most of my lifts are going to be paused, my day in, day out training, we're going to know if my lifts are what they're at, right? It's going to be very difficult for me to fake anything. So we have accountability for my audience. Also, again, all their stuff is guaranteed. It's all lifetime guarantee. Everything I have is rated to 1,000 pounds, including the bench I'm going to have, the rack, the bar. So I know that these are lifetime purchases. So again, this is a case of buy once, cry once. Buy once, cry once. And so, yeah, we're going to start doing some training here soon on camera. I'm going to go ahead and quit training at gyms because I'm not going to need to. So I'll probably go ahead and cancel my gym memberships because I have more than one. And I'm good to go. This stuff's all a tax deduction for me. And in fact, this will look pretty good on my taxes next year. So again, I'm not worried. This is a tax deduction. So for me, it'll be worth it to me in the long term. It'll be worth it to me in the long term. The only downside is that until I buy a house, I'm going to be limited for space. So I'm not going to be able to give you guys a lot of amazing camera angles because this is in our bedroom. Because we decided it's not going to work in the living room. We don't want this crowded in the living room. Brittany decided that we agreed that for our overall lifestyle, the bedroom's the best place to put this, so that's where it's going to be. And it's going to allow me to at least film. It's going to allow me to train as many times a day as I need to. So in other words, if I need to space my lifts out and do work or get anything done, I'm going to have the ability to train all day long, 24/7, anytime I'm ready to go work on another lift, because again, doing the Bulgarian style stuff, I'm going to have everything available right there anytime I want. So you can't lose with that. So I'm really looking forward to this. And people are asking also, what have I spent? Looks like so far, I think everything for my home gym, stuff I'm trying to get ordered now, what I've already bought, right around $3,400, which is a pretty good start. And again, I know that sounds like a lot for a home gym because I did buy more expensive stuff. Particularly the plates cost more, but they're safer to use on my floors. They're not going to crack the foundation with me having built a platform under all of it. They're lifetime guaranteed. They're color coded. And so purely for accountability reasons, I didn't want to use cheap plates because that came up a lot when I used cheap plates before, squatting 500 and stuff like that. Back in the UK, a lot of people questioned that. And so I want to go ahead and remove that factor so that everything is just really transparent as to what I'm lifting, what I'm doing, and you guys can follow me on my journey to rebuild my strength and to get strong, because I don't feel that I'm really that strong right now. I'm moving forward. I'm working towards it. But we start getting some workouts on camera, you guys can follow me on the journey. You can follow me on the progress. And everything is going to be transparent because of the equipment I chose. And I'm looking forward to it. And so hopefully all of you guys are also. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.